Greetings, Earthlings. I come in peace. Ah, phew, phew. Hello, fellow YouTubers. It's Thursday, uh, July 19. Yeah, it's a bit smoky. I think we got some burn-offs going on. It's been very warm today. Very, very warm. Yeah. I've been doing a job. This is the gong and the stand I'm building. Hang on a sec. I've got to have a sip. Right. That's the base and the two uprights. I think they're a bit too tall. I might have to just knock them down a bit. And but you can probably see that it's a little bit hazy, and the colour of the sun going down. Yeah. Gear all over the place. Yeah. And I had some problems with the welding sticks. They're a bit old, and when they get old, they tend to break down a bit, and there's a lot of sticking, and well, quite aggravating, to tell you the truth. Very aggravating. But I got this done, but that's probably be it for the day. I've got a lot more grinding to do, and I've got to put the chain on the gong, which isn't a round gong. It's a sort of a rectangular gong. It's only big enough bit of metal I had lying around to do it, but I'm just got to then experiment to see what makes the best noise, you know, the best bong. Yeah, well, I got a rude awakening this morning, around about 8:10 it was, and my wife had the phone and said someone wants to speak to you, and it was the receptionist from the specialist at the hospital, and they wanted me to come in. Oh, here comes my wife now, and the dog. Here we go.
Hang on, I'll ask you. I'm sure we do have another axe. We have two axes, don't we?
Well, I got an axe, I know, in the back of the Great Wall.
Yeah, I think... Shit!
No, no one, you're not having that. Who wants that?
Get your little self in. Come on. Get in. Come on.
The cat got out.
Junior's just got out.
Who are you talking to? She'll come back.
I'm talking to Darren.
Does he need an axe?
Yeah. Stop out. You chase Gina and you're not coming out.
I know we've got a tomahawk.
Hang on. Can I ring you back?
Not a tomahawk, a hatchet.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.
I had to hang up on him.
Yeah. She won't go far. What are you doing, Gina?
What are you doing? Gina. Hey? Don't go over there.
Yeah, of course she's going to listen to you, isn't she? Ah, dear, oh dear.
I'm sure I've got an axe.
Yeah, I'm back. A little bit of excitement there. Well, not really. Puts our girl under a lot of stress. You worry that the cat's going to get scared and bolt out the front and across the road, and that'll be it. Oh, well, if it happens, it happens. No, she panics too much. My wife. If she just lets the cat alone, it'll come back in there. And she doesn't want to be out there for long. She's gotten out before, and she doesn't stay out too long. She realises how good she's got it inside. Yeah. So, now what I was going to say is I got a rude awakening this morning. It was about 8:10, and it was the hospital. And they wanted me to come in for a 10:30 appointment, talk about the prostate and possible cancer. And I think they were under the assumption that I'd hung up on them. But I told her that the receptionist, I said no, they'd hung up on me, and she apologised, which was nice of her. but rightfully so. So I went in there and I spoke to the specialist, who to my mind was overworked and stressed out like you wouldn't believe. I could look at it in her eyes, and she never stopped talking. I was lucky to get a word in edgewise, but she obviously knows what she's on about. She says she thinks that I don't have. Her opinion is I don't have prostate cancer. I do have an enlarged prostate, and that is affecting my bladder. Evidently the CT scan, the PET scan, or the bone density scan has shown, or all three have shown that the walls of my bladder have thickened. But she said because the duodart is working, which it is, it shrinks the prostate. It may be all I'll need. I've noticed that I have a stronger flow, not all the time, but a lot of the time, and but I never have to get up through the night to go to the toilet. I mean, I might go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I might get up at 8 or 9 or whatever. But the only time I want to go to the toilet is as soon as I sit up on the edge of the bed to get up. So yeah, so she's thinking that maybe down the line it might be a good idea if I had the prostate scraped. A friend of mine, whose property I used to go to, and who I heard last night, because I phoned my cousin, had passed away. He's 77. I spoke to my cousin a couple of months ago, and he told me that Rodney had been put in the hospital, and that's where he died. So he was buried yesterday. So another one bites the dust. And what are you doing, Gina? Hey, what are you doing? She's just poking her head around the bushes up here. Gina! Gina! Damn. The damn cats. Pets. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm back for the second time. Or was it the third time? Whatever. The cat went in of its own volition. I knew it wouldn't stay up for long. Anyhow, that's enough about the cat. I tell you. Anyway, right. So I'm thinking that I'll just stick on this duodart and see what happens, and I'm not keen on having this the prostate scraped. My friend who just passed away had it done. He said it made a difference, but then it wasn't long after when it was enlarged again, and it blocked off his flow. He couldn't urinate. It was an emergency. He had to go to hospital, and of course that's a long trip when you live out in the bush. And that's enough of that too. So yes, I'm thinking that to hell with it all. I mean, I'm 70 years of age. Longevity doesn't run in my family. Sure, I might beat the odds. But look, I'm just sick and tired of it. That specialists and doctors and the whole kit and caboodle. I did happen to get a chance to ask this very nervous specialist why I was feeling so crook in the morning, and she said, well, that's usually due to the stomach, problem with the stomach. And I said, yes, I've been there, done that with my doctor and tried all different things, and none of them work. Matter of fact, my gut's playing up right now, as a matter of fact, and it's probably stress. I did get some Valium, but they did nothing at all. They made me feel a little bit weary. Sure, they relaxed, but it didn't last long. So I only took 5 of the tablets. Not all at once, of course. No. Doctor advised 1 every other day, so over 10 days I took 5 tablets. Not long before I went to bed. Didn't do much at all. Same with the anti-nausea medication that cost me an arm and a leg. Does nothing at all. I've tried anti-nausea medication before and it doesn't work. Not on me, it just doesn't work. So I don't know what's going on, and I'm fed up with it all. I'll just keep on with this duodart, and because it's a 5 alpha. 5 alpha? thing. Yeah, anyhow. As for the ADT that I mentioned, she said that there is an alternative to that is available. But she said, I'm not going to put subject you to that. I said, no, I don't want it either. If I haven't got prostate cancer, what's the point of having something I don't need? So I forget about that. So anyhow, it was, to me, it was a waste of time. She's already told me what I already knew. But anyhow, I'll make an appointment with my doctor and I'll say, well, there you go, doc. Are you happy now? Because he won't be. But I'm just going to say, well, that's it for me. I'm going to cancel my appointment with the pulmonary specialist, which is end of October. I don't see the point. I'm not going to fork out more money just for him to say, oh, well, you better make another appointment in 6 months. That's all it is. It's a money thing as far as I'm concerned. They're only after your money. Yeah? So forget it. I figure that if push comes to shove and I end up with a situation like my like Rodney, and you can't urinate at all, you go straight to emergency and they'll carry out some tests and whatever and probably operate on you there and then and say, oh, well, if we remove the prostate or we do this or we do that. I think there's something, they can do something about putting air into the bladder to clean it. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, will you? And I'm sick of talking about it. So anyhow, that's it. So I want to thank you for watching. And once again, I want to thank my dear friend Dill, who was concerned because I didn't upload yesterday. Thank you very much for your concern. Very much appreciated. I had a very, very busy day yesterday. Very, very busy. And it was late. And when I finished doing the job, I made this container for the umbrellas, all the umbrellas we had. Couldn't believe how many umbrellas we got. Must be a dozen of the full-size ones and an equal amount of the shorter ones. Anyhow, so I made that thing, and it's behind the door. I didn't paint it. I said to Gold, if you want to paint it, you can paint it. And anyhow, that's done and dusted. And that's it. So until next time, goodbye for now. The doves. I don't hear the doves. They're usually in this time of the afternoon. There.